Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time, well, we found Heimsmay at, let's just say there was a lot of adventures going on there. My man, we recreated the big scene of Pinocchio with Monstro, and, well, we decided to take the logical exit, I'm gonna make a bad pun here, the scatological exit. I'm sorry, I apologize in advance for that one, that was terrible. And then we got to meet Heimsmay, who, one, does not seem like much of a kidnapper. Two, he's a freaking ninja and he's Batman. How can I not enjoy this guy? God, I hope he becomes a party member. We really need a fourth party member. I really do. Like, how am I supposed to do this? Shin Megami Tensei games in general have either 3 or 4 party members. Nocturne and the Digital Devil Sagas, I remember having 3 party members, but Persona has been running with 4 for quite a while, specifically Personas 4 and 5. And I think even Shin Megami Tensei 5 also gave you 4 party members. So having 3 feels a little limiting, especially considering that we can't swap archetypes mid-fight, which is a mechanic I don't believe we will ever get because, you know, archetypes determine your equipment. Excuse you. But yes, we found Heimsmay, we've got him locked up in the Gauntlet Runner, and it's time to call it a night because we need to do some investigating.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
I suppose that's to be expected considering we spent, you know, several hours in the belly of one, although that one was a human.
I hope Heimsmay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. You should go check on him later.
We're gonna go back and find our 2 guards, both unconscious and tied up, aren't we?
We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Good question there.
Are you awake? Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
What? How?
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right?
Should be.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not...
Then we just brought him a bunch of kids to eat.
We need to get to the runner, quick.
Let's go. Let's see if Stroll and the old man were able to keep him busy. Oh my god.
Where's Stroll?
Speak, man. Are you all right? Where's Heismay? What happened here?
He's drunk off his ass.
Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Eurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heismay was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Unnerving, huh?
Wow, what a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it!
I'll just slap him. Okay, so where's Stroll? Eh? Oh, hey.
Now, what's all the commotion?
Well.
Ah, that was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
Scaring you? What, were you guys telling ghost stories all night?
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Not in the slightest. Don't look at me. Does he drive like this?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heismay was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
My god, this game is reading my mind.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
Oh dear.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes.
Oh.
It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Well, someone clearly did.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
Oh, they're still here.
Inside the town?
Logically, yes.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
Oof.
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Okay, but will they believe you?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head, I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Haizme.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
I really hope he becomes a party member. He is too cool not to keep around. If nothing else, he'll make a kick-ass follower.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
Yeah, but we gotta talk about this. Oh. Right. Morris and his false-ass information that nearly got us killed. He knows something. Look at that face. He fucking knows something.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Yeah, about that. You might want to hold off a moment.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Haizme the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
Oh, Morris is the one who accused him?
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a Ujif bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that.
Oh my god, he did it because he was a freaking Ujif?
I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 Ujif brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Uh-oh. Oh? Oh, thank you for Barden for being on the up and up, because I think he doesn't believe him.
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
He's obviously our culprit.
He's obviously not.
Most strange. Haizme was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Is this true?
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are
Well, how about the rest of us, huh?
There's also the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here.
Fine. Keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Is there a problem here? Barden, may I interrupt?
Eh?
No problem, ma'am.
Well, huh?
Was that?
Haizme?
Did you hear it, lad?
No, I heard nothing. Calm down.
No, I didn't hear anything.
You and those bat ears.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
Oh?
What? He's gone.
Could he have done that the whole damn time?
Haizme!
Find him. Secure the exits. Don't let him escape.
No good. He's nowhere to be found. What's gotten into Haizme?
I think the kids are here.
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command.
I agree with Stroll on
He
this
framed
one.
Haizme with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Worse than that, if they heard the kids here, that means the Sanctus is in on this.
Could be. And there's also those footsteps that old Heisme heard in the night.
Nurse is bound to have sobered up by now, right? Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Sounds good. And it's evening, so I'm losing this day.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
Oh, wait, does that mean the bathroom's fixed? Awesome.
And tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit. It wasn't just Heisme's reports that shook me. No, I saw something. It was right after I slung Heisme into the bathroom. Out the window, I saw some massive shadow moving through the fog.
How massive?
It wasn't any beast or man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell. It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life. I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
Oh my goodness.
There, you're all right now.
Yes, the ghost story can't hurt you anymore.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heisme's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I was really hoping he'd come back. Oh, this is not voiced. No good. They said they haven't found Heisme yet, so they can't remove the blockade from the gate. Oh, sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase.
Fine.
What of our plans then? Should we just sneak in? Ho there, over here. That sounds like...
Evidently.
Just coming from over there. Is he calling for us? Barden? And Heisme too? Why is Heisme with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet.
Got to say,
I'm the captain of the guard, and I have a responsibility to the truth, to know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
I could have avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs the lot of ya. Why did you run off so suddenly?
The truth is...
I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child's scream. Fuck. And Lady Joanna is... well, she's childless. Whatever you heard, it cannot have been her own family. No child could enter such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within those walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws.
it's absurd.
Morris? No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I've nobody else to turn to.
Yeah.
Of course. After all, if we can't use your head for the competition, we'll need a replacement anyway. We're in, right, Zeta? Of course. We've no choice. No, of course. Of course we'll help you.
I'm in your debt.
And so?
Seemed like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses.
But then...
But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards didn't know about. And Heisme's the man who found it. There'd be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then.
Is that right then?
I should be able to get there from the Blindwell Alley at the end of Cattledack Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of ya. A well leading to an underground channel.
Isn't that...
Everyone's already headed to Blindwell Alley. We can get there by falling cattle rack, so let's get there when you're ready.
What is it?
Huh. Interesting. So we're setting up a new dungeon here. Hold up. Haizme. Haizme Noctul, a member of the Ujief tribe and former knight who Zeta met outside Matira. A notorious man, he was long wanted for a series of kidnappings before it was revealed he'd been set up. Like all members of his tribe, he is extremely sensitive to sounds and can detect many odd, scant noises his companions cannot. Got culture here. The Shadow Guard. One of the two divisions of knights that make up the Royal Order that serves the crown. The Royal Order of Knights are split into the Holy Guard and the Shadow Guard, though when most speak of Royal Knights, they are referring exclusively to the former. New members of the Holy Order are announced publicly and are thus required to excel not only martially, but also to maintain traditional appearances for ceremonies and other rites. As a result, unofficial tribal discrimination is rampant, with most knights coming from the Klomar or other similarly prestigious tribes. By comparison, Shadow Guard members are not publicly announced and are relegated to less savory tasks. It's common for knights of tribes far removed from Klomar in appearance or standing to be assigned to the Shadow Guard by default. However, as this means its knights are more explicitly chosen for strength and skill rather than prestige, some say the knights of the Shadow Guard tend to be more capable than those in the Holy Guard. Discrimination works in mysterious ways. Whoa, the music just changed suddenly. Oh, this is a dungeon. Yeah, this is definitely a dungeon. So this is the old well that Barden mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here.
Ready?
The kidnapped children should be in there. Are you all prepared?
Hold on.
Understood.
Do I have actual options here? There's no information. No, I don't. Okay. This is literally just dungeon.
Ready?
Oh, I think I know what's about to happen. Okay, I see where the plot's going here. We're gonna go down, we're gonna get in some early fights. Haizme's probably going to awaken to an archetype and he's gonna become our fourth party member.
Let's go.
Let's hurry, we must rescue the children. Jeez, man, use the rope.
However...
Krigante Castle. Ask someone? The big ass just...
Keep your wits about you.
Someone's here? What do we got?
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
Bait? Thing? Oh my
from us.
fucking... There's a human down here and they're feeding it, aren't they? Or some other big monster.
Please. Help.
Oh, fuck this, and fuck
Child
you.
yet lives.
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. That means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
Yeah, well, same to you, buddy.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
Doggos?
Are these the monsters we heard about?
Nah, way too small. Yeah, way too small.
Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
The bigger that beast back there grew, the more its watchdogs started changing with it. One of them's gonna make a melee.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum.
This from a bloody-eyed Ujief. Look to your own sins, sir. You were just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled. You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play at justice now.
Oh, yeah. Haizme definitely going to awaken here soon.
You foil!
No, 'tis true in part.
Oh. Changed up for big cutscene.
'Tis why I stand here now. I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory. O thou anguished traveler.
Yes!
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Choose? My choice is already made. You can't erase your past. All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
All right, show it to me, baby. Oh! Huh, I figured his would look different.
I am Haisme Noctul. I believe the arc of life depends not upon birth. By these hands soiled or sinless, I fight!
Yes! Yes! Show it to me, baby. Oh my god, that looks so badass! What class is that? That is awesome looking.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
That's fine, my man.
Go! Rip them apart!
Oh, come on, your little puppies are not gonna stand to this.
On guard!
Oh, dude, that was awesome.
Morris, you will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Mm-hmm.
Perchance 'tis through your influence that this power passed to him, Captain?
Maybe.
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
Young man, you seem the most adept with this magic. I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Unlock synthesis Phantom. Thief. He's the thief. Oh, he has dark magic. So, awesome. Deals weak magic dark damage. Steal a rare item from an enemy. The higher your agility, the higher your success. He's my stealer too, nice. Ooh, he can inflict forget. All right, let's see if you guys are weak to dark. Dude, did he just ninjutsu?
Vanquish evil.
He did just ninjutsu, didn't he?
Go! Hack and slash.
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength.
Removes nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies. Oh! We have a Dekaja!
Not this.
We have a Dekaja!
Freeze! Hey, don't get
Dick.
You need training.
Oh, but they missed too. Double miss! No new synthesis for you, I'm afraid.
Not this.
come! I crush
Get squished.
Still standing, I see.
Let us clean up this mess.
Fine. Ooh, not
Call
bad.
upon royal power within.
Let's do this one next.
It's okay.
Nice.
We come forth, royal soul.
You hit their weakness.
And there's a weakness.
Blade in hand.
And that's a splat. Are you kidding? We actually get unscathed off of that too. Oh, he started with some ranks. And he's the same level as us too. Sweet.
Stop!
They're not gonna, oh, come on.
Damn! The bastard got away.
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Haisme.
You know that I used to have a child of my own. My son. He was killed. I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight?
Ah, goodness.
Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there, didn't he?
Regarding the watchdogs, he said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, it's gotta be a human.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
But why root all this in the basement of the lady's own domain? Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
On the plus side, it'll be good for the contest.
Let's get these poor youngsters back to Baden for now.
Sounds good. Ooh, hey, we're under 4,000 now. After saving the children, I expect my support from the townspeople to grow.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
Oh,
It was
shit.
thanks to your help, too.
God dang, it did it again.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time. He confessed as much to us.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts. I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
You might want to be careful, as there's monsters down there, it sounds like.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
Same.
But the woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
We're
That's
here
a
for
bad
our own
sign.
reasons. Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
In order to break the prince's curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. I must accomplish something that would catch Louis's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this. And we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name. I believe in you.
Hey! Heisme, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has finally become my ally.
Considering we're due in Oceania in a matter of days, we've little time to tarry here.
Our foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement. We'll use the old well to get in and out.
Good. I left Heisme to calm down a little in the gauntlet runner as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else. Sucks that I have to lose the night to this, right? You're just gonna be like, yep, rest up for tomorrow. Bum.
What you wanna...
Anything new? No, I pretty much have all of these already. Got a late night now. Maybe because so much happened, but I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I go back to the gauntlet runner and read in the evening breeze.
Can't sleep, lad?
Huh?
As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself.
Or I could bond with Heisme and get my first rank with him. That works too. Plus, he gets to see the book.
There? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
We're just a group of stragglers. Can't tell you just yet. We're a secret organization. Yeah, not yet, my man.
Sorry, but I can't tell you just yet.
Maybe once we finish the main dungeon, then we'll tell you about the prince.
Thought as much. In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask. Don't worry, lad. Just water.
Oh. I say, I saw the sake cups.
Back where I grew up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. We've never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway. Our elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that. Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills, that the city's majority might accept me, and I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was.
Oh, don't tell me the guards sold you out.
They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath. Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else.
Damn.
My son died. I'd failed to protect him. And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much. But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy.
Well, now you've got superpowers. Will that work?
I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
From now on, we're friends. You don't have any friends? You worry too much. No, from now on, we're friends.
And from now on, we're friends.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
Yes! Shake of the hand.
The aloof hermit, Haizme. Within him dwells the virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Nice. And there we are. Aww. Rank 1 of Haizme. The party can now study the thief. You're down there, my friend. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the thief from Haizme. You can now study the thief.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course.
Well, I should hope not. That'd be weird.
Long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
Oh, right, the Kingdom Hearts fanfiction. Kind of dealing with a love triangle between Marluxia, Larxene, and Xemnas right now.
So, this is a fantasy novel. This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here.
Well, this ought to be good.
In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law.
It sounds nice, but god dang if people don't actually obey it.
It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state. Well, well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5.
No kidding.
Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences. Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak. Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy.
You gotta be careful about that. We'll end up with a Lotus Eater problem.
If this awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs, then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
Nice. Good on you, Haizme. It was getting late, so we decided to go back to the inn to sleep.
Excellent. We're all here.
So,
Today, we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution, as we have both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it.
It's in your hands.
Indeed. I've only just been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. So am I gonna get me a main story deadline? Is that the play? Quest start deadline 7/16, so 12 days. The culprit behind the abductions must be found. It begins by finding the guardsman Morris, but I also need a mark for the exhibition. I must infiltrate Krigante Castle. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at Blindwell Alley to delve into Krigante's underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on requests or by improving your bonds with followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline passes.
Search begins.
There's something in that castle.
Really?
Oh, we need to head over to Blindwell Alley. From there, we can investigate what's going on at the castle. Today, lots of stores have sales.
Right, it's idle day. Yeah, but I got other things I need to do as well, so hold those thoughts. Ah, dang, everybody's suddenly available.
Take a look.
Yes. I can turn in my Goborn King loincloth.
We did it.
Thank you for the 16 grand, and I imagine some courage as well, right? Yep. Thank you.
Now then.
The war chest greatly appreciates your donation. Yay! Courage 2, spirited. That just means eloquence is the only thing I need to actually boost up.
Courage.
If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Oh. Oh, I get ranks for this too. Hey, I might need you for the next one as well. Any contract I send your way is good as done in my book.
Come on.
Oh, listen to all that flattery. Oh, come now, don't be like that. I'm making sure you're well rewarded, aren't I?
What do you think of this?
Oh, that reminds me. It's not exactly a bounty, but I heard that something strong escaped from the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum back in the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital's looking for someone who could take it down. Said something about it having made off with a family heirloom. Claims the reward will be a pretty reeve, but the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go if you feel like you know a thing or two? The noble on Sunlimo Street would have more details.
Yeah?
A monster in the mausoleum. Interesting. Oh, there's also a rookworm.
What do you think of this?
Bounty for an alpha rookworm Valmo. A little way from Matira, a miner was eaten. Now, geez.
Hey.
Okay. Yes, we'll take this bounty as well. The location is southeast of Matira in a place known as Man-Eater's Grotto. Camaro's on your way. You may want to pay a visit just to make sure you're stocked up. Oh. Okay. And yes, don't forget to bring back the
Let's do it.
item. No deadline. 3.5 difficulty. 20k and some courage. Oh, interesting. I need to go hit that town up too.
A labyrinth. And right there's a labyrinth.
What is this? This is another rival gauntlet runner?
I smell trouble.
We'll face danger.
Let's see.
Need to head back to Grand Trod too and hit up the cathedral. There we go. That is a much better boost to that steel slab. Yes. God, I have barely enough waters to fix this thing. Yes, and immediately equip it to make it not suck near as much. Oh, I would have loved to have had that earlier. All right, you must be the noble that has that quest. Ah, we're in trouble. Serious trouble. Double both die even. Is something the matter? Talking to yourself, my man?
What?
Oh, an elder. I assure you my problems are beyond your filthy traps, mega mains.
My, aren't you full of yourself? You talk big, but I bet your problems are perfectly trivial.
You dare mock me, you impertinent little fairy? Fine, I'll tell your bottom dwellers about my problem. So clean the slum grime out of your ears and listen.
That's terrible.
My wife died in the incident at the Grand Cathedral. She was attacked by one of those reanimated corpses. Unfortunately, that means the heirloom necklace she was wearing, my heirloom necklace, was left lying about somewhere in there. I didn't retrieve it at any cost. Fine, I'll get it.
Can hardly believe
A scrawny, spineless elder like you would stand no chance within that corpse-laden mausoleum. I'm not stupid enough to place any of my faith in you. But if you happen to be acquainted with an actual honorable and courageous warrior, then tell him this. Whoever brings back my black jeweled necklace from within the Grand Cathedral's mausoleum, I will bestow a reward of 4,000 reeve. The necklace was stolen by some sort of large ghostly monster. From what I've heard, the army plans to simply seal off the entrance to the mausoleum in August. And before that happens, I'll need the assistance of a brave warrior.
If so...
Why don't we become the brave warriors he's looking for? We can show him up and collect the reward in the process.
Let's give it a shot.
26 days left for this one. What's it giving me? Courage? Okay, the fact that this gives courage means I'll do it.
Oh, the necklace is in the underground mausoleum, right? We passed through there when we went to the Grand Cathedral. We didn't fully explore it, so we don't know what else could be there. We should be prepared for a fight.
Huh. Alright, well that takes care of that little trouble.
Alright.
Alright, what to actually do today? That's the real $2 question. I honestly think we should start getting to some of those other places. We've got, what, 12 days to deal with this? So I get a couple days of prep. And then we can just, deal with this problem. Like, if I can get to that other little town, then I could probably teleport to and from there.
Let's go.
Because look at this. Look at all the places I've got to deal with. Alright, so I've got this mission to deal with. I've got this mission to deal with. These are each going to take 2 days to get there. This one gives me the bonus of actually, you know, having 2 missions there to deal with.
It's your call.
Go back to Heisme? Why is this still marked as the old castle town? I have no idea that.
Here's where we are now.
Anyway, this is where we should probably go.
Where you want to go.
Oh, I actually get some free time to hang out.
Alright then.
Alright, so what do we got? There's the book, there's some courage. I could sweep, I could do laundry. No one's on the deck. Well, let's go read then.
Well then.
I didn't realize the washroom was suddenly working. Oh, I got 100 experience for that? I feel as though my fatigue from the journey has been washed away. That's awesome. Ah, got it. Now that I feel refreshed, I think I've grasped something? Protagonist luck increased. What? I got lucky by taking a dump? That's awesome.
What's this?
Oh, hey, free ingredients. I haven't tried cooking yet, but I don't want to waste the time. I'd rather be focusing on stats. Oops. I want to focus on the eloquence book. I'm almost done reading it, huh? Let's read the eloquence book. Since I got time, apparently.
Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This next part puts things into practice. Even if you follow the techniques explained so far to the letter, some people will still refuse to budge. Fancy words and calculated suggestions backfire on these types because they're guided by emotion rather than logic.
All right.
For them, the most effective thing to do is
plead with them, treat them coldly, yell at them. Well, where's my option? Punch them in the face and leave. Well, if they're not gonna listen to logic, fuck them.
Man.
Be cold to them, maybe?
Oh, not quite. According to the book, doing that will lead to, okay, I guess we're done here most of the time.
I feel like studying the art of persuasion has slightly increased my eloquence.
Alright.
But I only get 3 pips this time because I guess I picked the wrong answer.
Still, persuading everyone is a monumental task, which makes sense. Everyone has their own values and way of thinking, after all.
With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
Oh, and I just get a free 4 more. And god damn, it's still not enough to get eloquence up. Ah, the little sleepy town of Camaro.
Say,
Oh, this is the place? 'Tis more barren than I imagined. The kind of village one would only visit in the most dire circumstances, I'm sure. Oh, come now. The air is clean and there's no sign they've been attacked by humans. Really, what more can you ask for? In fact, gazing out at this all this green, I find such peace. I can hardly think of raising my sword again.
fine.
Stroll, please.
Come on.
Hey, guess what? I found the village shop.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you want to ask about the old inventor? You know, the old man with the relic that Nuris was looking for. Why didn't Nuris leave the runner then? Shouldn't this be a happy reunion? Oh, who knows? Though I thought I heard him mutter, old goat's probably dead, or something like that.
Hey,
Oh, excuse me. Is there an old inventor living in this village?
An inventor? Hold on, you don't mean that Ishka Koja with the bad leg? Well, I'll be damned. Never thought anyone would actually show up. I'm sorry to say he passed away not too long ago, quite suddenly. But you knew him, did you? If so, here, this is for you.
A glass ornament, huh? What is this? An igniter? I've never seen such a shape.
I couldn't tell you. How about the full guess what happens in inventors' heads? He just told me to give this to anyone who came asking about him. Heard he used to be famous in the royal capital, but he developed a fondness for this place in a sky burial ritual. Oh, let me give you this too.
Inventor's journal.
That's...
What in blazes is this? I can't make out a single word. Where's a language like this even come from? No clue. Maybe Norris knows.
this.
Either way, we'll tell him what we learned. After I handed him what I got at the village, Norris fell into silent inspection.
He's been like that for a while now. Wonder if he's all right.
I knew it! This thing's the genuine article, a real bona fide lost relic in my hands.
Oh!
Some sort of power affecting the air around it. Trace amounts only. Something, a reaction. A reaction entirely unlike Magla, by God. Absolutely smashing! Beyond my wildest hopes. No bloody idea how to use the thing, but if I could just adapt this conduit here...
Huh? What in the heck? Nurse!
Can't forget a masterpiece like this!
Guy's gone bird-brained on us.
Say, lad, did you find this for my sake?
Pretty much. We wanted to help. Not really.
We wanted to help you out, Nurse.
Why, I'm barely well touched. It positively jokes a man up. You may be just a lad, but you've the heart of a saint. And that old fella. Seems silly to ask, but he's long gone, isn't he?
Yeah, sad to say.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Thought so. You can fight the years, but you can't beat them.
Fair enough.
He made good on his promise, though, eh? It's in my hands now, old man.
Oh, the note.
What's that?
Or his journal, right?
Something from the village. It's written with some letters we can't understand.
Ah, a cipher. Mirror letters. See here? It's a script I use myself when I don't want any snoop stealing my inventions.
Not a bad idea.
Now I think of it, he's the one who taught me even that trick. Thanks, old man. I owe you a great deal.
Jeez, who you calling old man?
Thank you.
There we are. 5 heroes incense for my trouble.
So what is it? Blueprints for a big secret invention?
More likely it's the blueprints to a coffee machine.
No. This is research on the lost relics. Looks like the old fellow was hunting for others. Different cipher here. He tried to guess at locations too. Looks like his chase ended when he lacked the means to follow his findings. Say, I've a grander favor to ask. Could you check around for more of these lost relics?
Okay.
Looks like the old man worked out a few other locations. There's 7 more relics noted down in this journal.
Oh, well that's perfect for 7 additional ranks if you want to rank up here.
I've got to see them all with my own eyes. A quick stopover or 2 in our travels should be all it takes, so please?
Leave it to me. Okay.
Right. Leave it to me.
Appreciate it. We're in this journey together, what?
Mm-hmm. Come on, shake my hand, baby. I can feel Nurse's passion for relics as well as his faith in me. Yep, there we are. Hey.
The free-hearted engineer, Neurus. Within him dwells the virtue of the gunner.
There's my gunner class.
Nurture thy bond with him.
I found the gunner finally! Nurus, rank 1.
I'm ready to kick my feet up.
The party can now study the gunner. Awesome. That's what I wanted to see. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the gunner. Ooh, doesn't look half bad.
You said it'd only take a few stopovers. But do you even know where they are?
Well, they're scattered all about, my girl. If we could crack the cipher, that'd narrow down our search range a tad. I'll leave this journal here. If I can crack any of the codes, I'll make a special note of it. So you just take a look when you feel like a spot of treasure hunting.
Alright. No deadline, 2.5 ranks. For 10 heroes and cents, dang.
Hey, I was thinking this back at the village, but I think I might be able to detect this relic with my powers.
Oh?
I'll know if I'm close to it. When you want to hunt for relics, can you let me know?
Sure. That's handy. Seems like Gallica can sense where relics are. I should search the area if she brings it up. Gallica will sometimes inform you she's detected a relic when you're at the entrance of a dungeon. Make sure to keep an eye out for it when you're exploring inside.
Thanks, you two. I'm rather looking forward to digging deeper into this.
That's awesome. So I imagine he'll have to find one of these various relics. I left Nurus to be immersed in his work and return to the village with Gallica. Speaking of, I still have to do the other thing around here, which is, buy the egg.
As ever, 'tis a calm, peaceful place, this village. That's its charm, isn't it?
Indeed. Let's take this time to relax and stretch our wings a bit, shall we?
Okay then.
Oh, let's stop by the shop since we're already here.
That reminds me.
By the way, once you asked to buy a practical pigeon parcel, I wonder if they sell that here.
Medicinal herbs, Magla pills, yes. Oh, they only have 5 available, but I'll take them, especially since it's Idle's Day. Cures paralysis. Use while bathing to increase agility by 2? I'll take a couple of these. Cooking ingredients, which I don't have any of. Ooh, accessories. Prevents rage, prevents paralysis. And stat plus 3s, huh? Which I apparently have a couple of these. I will take this one.
That's fine.
And then our pigeon parcel. There we are. Can I sell off my junk? Barely have any junk to sell, unfortunately.
Ah, well, we got what we came for. What should we do now?
Let's continue our trip. Let's go back to base. Let's continue our trip, huh? Now let's continue, because we need to actually get to that other place here.
Now then.
So we need to get here.
I think we have a favor to do there.
This is where that rockworm with a bounty on it lives. It sounded like the locals are in dire straits.
Seems this cave not only contains ore, but jewels as well.
There is much to see.
Pray, do not forget our primary objective is the bounty. Ensure you remain focused on the task at hand. Oh, now that I think about it, we did not see informant and material about this place. Oh, but we can still go without that info.
Yeah, I didn't. That was my fault. That was my fault. I forgot about that stupid thing. I forgot to check the informant again. That's my own bloody fault. Oh, this place looks lovely.
This is the Falmos nest. At first glance, it looks like your average cave.
Most of the miners have run off, it seems. Guess it's all on us from here.
Understood.
Mining for ore and gemstones is this town's principal industry. If nothing else, we'd have to clear these monsters out so the people can maintain their livelihoods.
Yes, and the town's taverns and shops depend on the miners' patronage as well. To leave this situation alone would be to see the town's economy slow to a halt.
Finish it, quick!
Okay, we'll wreck these worms then. And you know what? We'll eradicate them, and the little lava too!
What has gotten into him? Is he not a tad overexcited for this task? I think the mere mention of Falmo sends his mind back to that dinner table. Come on, let's press on. Just a second. I sense something.
Oh, one of the relics is here. Is there something here?
So, hey,
It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Nurse is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay?
Cool. There's a relic here. That sounds awesome. Oh. Rank level 28, 25. I see some 22s, 23s, so thank you for not making me feel completely inadequate.
What now?
I do want to look at this this archetype, however. So we have HP drain, magic drain. Oh, that sounds bonkers good. And he gets Madoon at the end, huh? And then where's our gunner that we just picked up? There you are. What is this? Employs long-range pierce attacks effective even from the back row. Also a deft dealer of status ailments, huh? Deals weak physical pierce, may inflict sleep. Medium pierce inflicts poison. There's Tsukukaja. Aim support and hex shot. Deals heavy physical pierce and inflicts hex. Makes him vulnerable to slash though. It's a cool looking class. You know what? I'm gonna have Heisme pick up the gunner. It's 1500 mag. Well, I'm definitely not short right now.
I see.
We get to see Heisme's awakened little mini cutscene, so he gets the gunner. When I shoot, I shall not miss.
I have retained my edge.
It does give him a huge kick in the pants here for equipment. Oh, that's right. Because someone now learned the gunner, I can go to Academia and turn in that quest for more. Let's do that.
Fascinating.
Not to mention I have, multiple new archetypes.
True to form.
I take it you've finished studying the gunner for me. I could stand to learn from such an insatiable spirit of inquiry.
Incredible.
Hero's Fruit, Imagination, which I'm always happy to get more of. Stats are stats, we take those.
Well, he's pretty good, isn't he?
Yes.
So he is. Thanks to him, my thoughts are finally in order. While researching, I looked into where this place might truly be. But I suspect we must also consider why it was that the king imprisoned me here in the first place. Most likely, it was because my archetype research was nearing a truth that the king would prefer remain buried. What truth? An intriguing theory, yeah, what truth?
What?
What do you mean by a truth?
All right.
Archetypes were forbidden by sanctism to begin with. It is a mighty power, after all. I'm sure they saw it as a threat, and rightly so, especially if wielded freely by the people. Even now, research on it is forbidden. Presumably, the king reasoned that if he locked me up here, I could contribute no more. And so I continued my research day after day, with no results to show for it, stuck in this place, continuing on in circles, just as he designed. I speak of it nonchalantly now, but in truth, those days were some of the harshest I've known. How can a man endure such failure and solitude and remain sane?
But...
However, through my fantasy novel, I found a connection to you who shares my dearest ideals. I doubt the king could have expected such a twist as this. The wheels of fate have slowly begun to turn.
It's conceivable.
Only when my research on archetypes on transformation magic is complete and immaculate, only then might I escape the king's curse and leave this place. I'll help you. I hope so. You sure about that? Yeah, I'll help you out, man.
Right.
The longer I dwell in this lonely place, the more your words of support touch my heart.
Regards.
I would count on you as before, as a comrade in vision and in ambition. And rank me up. I can feel Moa's deep gratitude and trust. Seeker Adept.
A new power.
What is this going to give me? The Magic Seeker. And there are so many classes to learn. You can now study the Magic Seeker. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Now then.
Ah, this foreign thing, joy, that courses through me. But you need a power to oppose more hardships. Study the heroic embodiment of the merchant. The growth of a heroic embodiment will refine your virtues in turn. I hope this task will prove meaningful for you.
This one's important.
I should raise the merchant archetype to rank 15. This can be completed by anyone. I'm pretty sure I'm close to it.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you. I trust that you will fulfill your promise to me. I want to know, how close am I to ranking merchant 15?
You don't say.
Ah, you've already done it! You've already cultivated the merchant, have you? Another task done. At this rate, you'll be able to stand against Louis, nemesis to our deals.
Incredible.
Damn, just hand me quest, complete quest.
All right.
And 4 points of imagination!
Not only that.
Thanks to you, I've recalled an important memory. It concerns the fantasy novel. It's not a fantasy at all, it's fan fiction. Oh, I want to hear this. Tell us, what did you remember? I was once on a journey myself, like you. I passed through many different cities in the course of my travels.
In truth.
As I journeyed, I wrote of my experiences, and this travelogue became the foundation of my fantasy novel. Is that so?
Yes.
That fantasy novel is all the hopes and dreams of my travels made manifest. I've also learned and endured painful truths. They've served to remind me just how important dreams are to our lives. Oh, if that novel had been a source of support to you, the pain of writing was worth it. It's meant a lot. Kind of over it. You deserve high praise, sir.
Incredible.
Such a novel is worthy of worship. Oh, come now, that's a bit excessive. An author secretly hopes to hear that, but still. Still, how nostalgic. I had completely forgotten of my travels. I wonder if those I met in the outside world then are all very well. I hope one day I may live beneath the same sky as them once more.
But...
Oh, I shudder to think of the eternal solitude you saved me from. That I can feel like a semblance of myself again is all thanks to you. At first, my reasons were purely selfish, but now I'd like to be of help to you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Yes, I can sense more thoughtfulness and trust from the warm look in his eyes. And the rank up he's about to give me. Rank 4. Ability 4? Oh. Allows you to preview all abilities for followers from the main menu. That sounds useful. Instead of just seeing their next rank, we see everything. It means I know who to prioritize. Huh. Truly, you seem like a subject worthy of research yourself, eh?
Now
then, let us widen our scope for the next research task by expanding your studies to a larger variety of archetypes. Seek more heroic embodiments and absorb their lessons. In doing so, your own virtues will become even more prominent.
This one's important.
We should study 15 different archetypes. What? Holy shit! I don't even think I own 15 different archetypes yet.
I wonder what I'll remember next. My research isn't the only thing I look forward to now. My memory itself is a prize to be unveiled.
Well, that's gonna be a mag investment, isn't it? Suddenly just give the protagonist every archetype. Alright, let's count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, including higher ranks. So let's get the ones we can, you know, basically just be like, here, get the rest of these.
Alright.
Alright, let's see what everyone's ranks are then. Gallica, Mage Adept, Enemy Analysis is now, yeah, we knew that. Mage slot 2. Face Sight yields more detail inside a dungeon. Significantly reduces the mag cost of studying mages. 3rd slot, 4th slot. Elemental Master and Warlock. During squad battles, you may just randomly gain extra turn icons. That sounds awesome. Stroll, Warrior Lineage 2, mag cost down. While in reserve, the amount of experience Stroll gains increases. While in reserve. Interesting. Warrior slot 3, while in reserve, Stroll will gain experience at the normal rate. Okay. Then the Samurai. Then the Warrior Lineage to 4. When Stroll attacks a human type monster, crit greatly increases. Stroll is ready to acquire a new heroic embodiment? The heck does that mean? Knight 2, Mag Lineage, while in reserve. The Paladin and the Dark Knight to 4. High probability for Hulkenberg to defend the protag from attacks on weaknesses. Huh. Then Thief. They seem to always get the okay, so they seem to be similar skills for everybody. The Ninja. Greatly increases Heisme's ambush damage against stunned enemies. Oh. Now, more interestingly, the secondaries. At the start of battle on the Gauntlet Runner deck, enemies just randomly take damage. Adept is Sniper. At the start of battle on the Gauntlet deck, enemies take even more damage. Again, anything interesting? Increases the number of plants that can be harvested in the Plant Culture Chamber? Plant Culture Chamber? What that? We ain't got that. The Dragoon. The Healer, yes. Oh, increases post-battle experience? Speed cooking. Time will not oh my god. Oh. 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 Oh my god. Okay, we might be hanging out with Maria more. Holy shit. I gotta figure out how to hang out with you. Fattens the purse of bounty rewards. Oh. Displays the location of items in unexplored areas of the dungeon. Oh, that would be handy. Reduce prices at the general store. Displays the location of treasure chests. Katharina will support the party in certain dungeons. Damn. How do I rank her up? Then what do we got here? Guild discount, yep. Significantly reduces the mag cost of studying the merchant. Significantly improves the exchange rate at the mag. Further widens the variety of the Magic Association by adding rare items. Occasionally, as one day ends and another begins, Brigetta will send a crate with money. Damn. The Tycoon. And more. Yep, we've seen all of these now. Oh, hold on. No, we haven't seen Morris yet. Scion's Merits. Seeker to 3. Cost of reducing the Seeker. Soul Hacker. Seeker to 4. Increase an archetype's stat bonus by +3 while channeling. Jesus. All right. And how many followers have we picked up? We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Are you kidding? We're only missing 5 followers? Holy crap. There are not many followers in this game. All right, enough goofing around. Let's get in here.
Okay then. Let's go. Hey.
Ah, this place looks lovely already.
Hey.
Oh, there's a drop down from up there. That's clever.
Would sure be a pleasure to find some treasure. I don't think we can avoid a fight here.
You've no time for prayers.
You make the first move.
Oh, I'm still in the gunner class. Or he's still in the gunner class. I forgot to change him off of that.
I'll use what I must. Mustn't settle for the easy way. I have you.
Oh, resist pierce. Okay. Oh, deals extreme physical electric to one enemy. Extreme? Ho! That sounds terrifying.
It didn't work.
Ooh, ice immune. Might be able to take him with just a bunch of melees, yeah. Dude. Why dude here? Ah, my fellow travelers, are you all prepared to deal with paralysis? Gangflos unleashes a dangerous numbing pollen attack. Before you get hit and lose the feeling in your body, I'd recommend that you burn the things with fire. They're not so fond of that. Fire, eh? I don't mind if I do, thank you.
I'll take this. What a blunder.
Ooh, didn't get anything. And knocked him out of it. And knocked him out. Okay, so that was a waste. What is this?
Huh? I'm sensing something from that treasure chest.
Oh, is this the relic?
You're so lucky.
Screwed up mineral. Common ore. There's an inexplicable screw in it. That must be Nurse's relic. Find a strangely shaped pebble. There's a mysterious light shining from inside.
Okay, so...
You know what? That could be the relic Nurse was talking about. Let's show it to Nurse anyway. Like I said, this stone may hold some kind of relic. I'll take it back and show it to Nuris. Now, get back through here. Deal with everything else that's in this cave, because there's still quite a lot of cave to explore.
I see the enemy.
Let's push through.
Oh, these are pushovers.
How's that? Let's push through.
Such skill.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
No, the treasure chest. Speaking of just take it. Oh, money. Oh, it's the little tooth guy.
Ah, you there. Are you making sure to fight higher rank enemies?
What?
Ah, it's the talking tooth again. Any more good advice, Toothy? If you fight higher rank enemies, you'll get lots of experience as a reward, and you'll get super buff. But weak enemies ain't worth the trouble. You'll barely get any experience, and you'll stay wimpy and wobbly. The weaker your opponent is, the less experience you get. Bullying the weak just shows how weak you are. If you want to get tough, you gotta bite down and take on strong high rank monsters. If you don't, you'll be the rank one, Smitty.
I mean, it's not bad advice. Just standard RPG fare. You know, fight the tough enemies.
We are safe.
Hello, treasure chest. So far, the enemies in here are not difficult. Though, I gotta say, the blobby things, which I remember from the worm stomach, are irritating. Oh.
They noticed us. On your guard.
Shit, well, I deserve this.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert.
Come on.
Oh shit. There we go.
Don't have to worry about.
Damn thing's out of the way.
We got this. I don't see anything
I
we
see
can
the
handle
enemy.
easily.
Oh, you guys suddenly became blue. I was literally looking at you and you suddenly went from yellow to blue on me.
We won't lose
You
this fight.
face the knight errant
Oh.
Hulkenberg.
I thought I had him knocked on his ass.
Enemies are down.
Oh, he KO'd. There we go.
Let's do this.
No.
Here to stop
Are you gonna lock onto the one you're supposed to lock onto, Kay?
Careful. We've got company.
Thank you. That's the one I want. There. Thank you for giving me my opening volley. It only took you a couple attempts there.
Strive to use this power wisely.
Ooh, he's got HP drain now.
Just take it.
Gold beetle.
You can always toss it later.
I don't know why I would want to toss it, but sure. And a treasure chest?
Alright, incredible.
What do we got? Heroes Leaf of Light. There's some archetype XP. That's what that is. Why is there a pack of enemies over here? I thought I got. Oh, no. Just some freaking slime things.
Ah, I didn't know I had it in me.
Oh, I didn't notice Heimsway had leveled on that. Nice.
That might be of use later.
Treasure chest. Treasure chest?
Nice.
Ah. And there's just a lot of random gemstones in here for money. 100% we've already been there. And another treasure chest. Why, thank you.
Alright.
Here we go.
Energy incense. Ooh, max MP? Man, I almost want to give that to myself, but I feel like Stroll needs it. Okay, let's see here. I can see the boss. I need to figure out how to get to it. That's the real kick. Hello, haven't seen you yet.
How did this happen?
Have you come to take a look at the Velmo? And you best turn right around. I'm warning you for your own good. I tried challenging him with my comrades, but weapons didn't do much. And no matter how many we crushed, they just cold mode over. And apparently there are entire affinities that just have no effect. Wonder just what type of magic would work.
Oh, he's gonna be one of those fights, huh?
We cannot avoid
Oh,
this fight.
hold on.
Stand.
What now?
There's a big old kitty over here. Oh, I dodged. I hit the dodge button multiple times and the game was like, nah, you didn't get the dodge. Are we multiple people weak to thunder?
His face about to collapse. Someone heal him fast.
No, not
yet.
Wow.
Wait, what was I doing?
You all hurt bad. Can anyone get on healing duty?
Wow, that was atrocious. I'm still hitting that circle button to dash. The cave's like, no dashing for you.
There they are.
Come on. Dad.
There we go. Now we can take him on our terms. God, this guy has so much fucking health.
Some darker arts.
Okay, neutral to that. I'm betting you're weak to ice, because you were using fire on us. No.
Are you prepared? I'll cut you down.
Observe the enemy. Oh, power of heroes! I crush you!
Alright, he decunded himself. That's wasting a turn. And that fire claw I'm perfectly fine with.
I show no mercy.
It's okay.
Ice.
Hack and slash.
With blade in hand!
Jesus. Thank you for the crit. That thing was mean.
What a finale! Keep your
What a fight that monster put up.
Ever greater heights.
Do not want to fight more of those if I can help it. Those guys hurt. They hurt a lot. Alright, we finally made it to the boss room.
this place.
Everybody's got one magic attack on them, so since we know that said weapons were no effect on this thing. I'm sure this thing will beat my ass good like the Minotaur did before.
What?
Huh? It looks like the Velmo were just here, but
Ah, there they are. Huh, they were waiting underfoot. Let's finish them now before they're really in for it.
Is this right?
we had better devise a plan of attack. They look quite sturdy to me.
Well then, it's a good thing we didn't leave this to the miners and their pickaxes.
Get ready.
Oh, time's up for careful inspection. Look alive, everyone.
Alright, so we're here to figure out what elements you guys are weak to.
Rancor.
It ain't darkness.
Merge it. Freeze.
You hit their
It's ice. You're weak to ice.
The power of fire. It's no good.
They're strong to fire.
Let justice prevail.
And neutral to that. Okay, so ice is the way to go for these guys.
A blunder.
Heisei, they cut your speed, so be careful.
And they're resistant to blades. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ice.
You hit their weakness.
Which means Stroll, you're about 8 kinds of useless in this fight, other than just beating through weaknesses. And he can zap some HP off of this guy. Ooh, that's a good chunk of healing. And there's the paralysis hacks. I think I need to come at this with a new plan. Alright. Got some swap arounds here, so let's see how this does.
Some darker arts.
It's okay.
Merge it. Freeze.
You hit their weakness.
Now, moving to the rear.
Fall back. You can do. Oh, no synthesis. Really? Fine.
Be frozen!
You hit their weak point.
I stand ready. Join with me. Perhaps not. Let justice prevail.
And then even you've got Blizz.
The power of ice!
And we're taking chunks out of these worms.
One left!
There we go.
Now accept your fate. Some darker arts.
Heisei,
I come forth,
they cut your
royal
speed,
soul.
so be careful.
I missed.
Don't get.
Ah, I missed one. Summon. Oh, you butt monkeys. Okay, okay. They did hint that this was going to be a potential problem. So they both have to go down in the same turn. That's the trick.
You hit their weak point.
Is that possible?
Thankfully, I've got more than enough ice magic to deal with y'all.
Hulkenberg got them right
Let
in
us
their
clean
weak
up
spot.
this mess.
Double bonus to that. I actually managed to,
Nothing personal.
get something nice out of that. Speaking of,
Let's stay calm.
nothing to steal. Nothing to steal?
You hit their weakness.
No holding back.
There's your opening, Captain.
The power
Keep him even. That's the gag
Observe the
here.
enemy.
Down.
Sandstorm again, yeah. And Fire Blast, that's the part I'm not happy about seeing.
Can anyone heal him?
Everyone,
Stroll.
forgive
Someone
me.
get him back on his feet.
Why is it always Stroll? Why is it always Stroll?
Just the thing.
Oh my god, dude, you are the butt monkey.
Make yourself equal to a Ujif Sajit. Face me! Some Daka are formidable indeed.
It's okay. Let's go.
We're not out of this.
Spend the turn recovering here.
Quite a boon.
Helpful as ever.
Let's need it.
It is always Stroll who is the butt monkey.
Captain.
Alright, we might actually be able to kill him this turn.
Be frozen!
You hit their weak point.
I
Keep it
for
up,
all
Stroll.
that we strive for.
Hulkenberg got them right in
The
their weak
all
spot.
power of kings. Apologies. Would you
won't hold
finish
back.
it?
Freeze. Stay sharp.
Alright, that one's down. And that means this fight's over. Woo! Minorly irritating, and I probably would have known all of that if I had actually bothered to go buy the stupid hint. But, yeah, that's what happens, I suppose.
Greater heights.
Holy crap. Oh, right, no, she's on... Is she on normal night? Did I leave her on normal night? No, I might give myself another endurance. I need the health. I need to be able to take hits.
Whew, we took it down. Now we just need to report it.
Hail.
Zeta, 'tis the Alpha Rockworm Eye.
Thank you.
A Rockworm Valmo indeed. Outside of the pot you now hold, its whole body is tough enough to repel even blades. The Valmo we ate in Matira must have undergone quite the preparation.
Hey,
Could you not remind me of that, please?
What?
Valmo cuisine. Utterly foul even to imagine. And you've all really had the pleasure, have you? Correct, with one slight amendment. The only one finding any pleasure in it was Hulkenberg.
Now then,
Well, we have accomplished our mission. Shall we head straight back?
Yes, I actually did find everything in this place. Let's get out of here. Oh my goodness. Dude, this is gonna be a long editing session. This is 2 hours long for the Raw. So let's head back to town, turn in the day, and we'll call it a day. Let's return to town.
Okay then. Right?
This is why I'm so glad we have the teleporter. We can literally just zippity-doo-dah back to town. Oh, no worm for us on the menu today.
now then.
The Valmo is no more, thanks to us. All that is left now is to report in at the recruitment center. It would be a first-rate source of protein, if not for its aggression. Nevertheless, the locals should be pleased that we put an end to it. Can we please fight just one monster that she won't try to eat?
Well,
That is true.
12 days left until we depart. We've got to apprehend Morse and get the truth of these abductions out of him before we go.
Somehow.
He claims to be driven by greed, but that excuse rings hollow to my ears. There are undoubtedly larger motives behind these abductions.
now then.
Well, suppose we ought to turn in for the night once we finish our plates. Mm-hmm. Ah, good. Everybody gets their R&R. And we call it a day.
We should hurry.
Well, that was a blast.
Hey, there's a new bounty at the recruitment center.
Seriously? and Maria wants to come talk to me too, of course. Considering she gives me experience boost, I might actually spend a couple days talking to Maria before we go into the main dungeon. It's not a bad idea. So, my friends, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more fantastical racism. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.